Hello, my name is Ethan, and welcome back to another episode of Path of Exile 2. I got level 90, almost 100. We're at final 10%. We're all 90% done in the game. I'm kidding. But then, something I wanted to go over is we got 2163 mana, so a build update. Basically, big mana changes. Okay, so we were mind over matter. So now mana matters. And then I had taken this mana blessing. Now I took Eldritch Battery. So I had energy shield, like 200, and basically I converted all the energy shield to mana. And so it doesn't scale off of increased max energy shield anymore. Now it's increased max mana to scale it, which scales with this. So I got a bunch of energy shield, a bunch of mana from that, have 0 energy shield, and then I switched my gear, so my chest plate, 424 ES, and then it also has life, and reses, and chaos, and increased mana regen rate. It's huge. And you'd be like, no spirit? Nah, dude, I want to survive. Dude, this shit hurts. I'm trying to survive, get recovery. There's mana regen rate, sick. Okay, so then big ES through the chest. I got 245 through the helmet with a +2, and then you could also just do mana. It's a good option as well, just getting mana instead of life or ES, but really I wanted the +2, and then also getting the res and the int and the high ES. Yeah, okay. Nice helmet. And then my shield is just the one I have with the 43 ES. I put quality in my old glove. Yeah. Okay, but big ES, big mana. So then the local increase ES works. It's just after it adds the 400, it's now mana, and it scales off increased mana, not energy shield. Because there's some gigantic... I'll actually show you. I've even rolled some. So 20% increased max ES is a mod. What the fuck? Like, you're looking at 5 mana, 5. And the other one's 20, and you're like, bro, does the ES scale? No, if you convert it, it's converted. It's gone. Converting stat A to B applies the base value of stat A to stat B instead. The converted stat scales with percentage modifiers to stat B, mana, not with the ones to A, energy shield. For example, if you convert evasion to armor, the converted portion would be scaled by percentage modifiers to armor, but percentage modifiers to evasion would have no effect. Makes sense. And that's where locally it still works, but then after you convert it, yeah. So now we're scaling mana, 2163. And then I was looking at where you could get some like increased max mana like this. And this one is an option, and you see how at the same time as getting 4 mana, you could get 30 max ES. What the heck is going on? These nodes are huge. So then, with the mana, I was looking at amulets, and I found, well, I wanted to get my +1 and get extra mana in ES, but then I found a mod, and it's 21% of damage taken recouped as mana. And I was like, what? That sounds... Because I need recovery, bro. I was looking for mana regen on the Ami. Not really. Like, there's a bunch of stuff. Anyway, there's recovery rate over here. But, recoup damage taken as mana. 21! So the reason why this number seemed big to me is because I had a life one that was 2%. And 2% in the scale when we only had 20 regen. 2% seemed pretty good. So now 21 seems huge. And then looking for damage taken recoup. So yeah, this is getting to use your mana, getting to use energy shield, getting to use... So instead of worrying about the tiny bit of armor and evasion from gear, it's actually pitiful. It's disgusting. It's actually like... One shield should have given me more armor than I had in my entire build. And I even had an increased armor amulet. It was criminal. So energy shield, I'm getting the same amount of armor as energy shield, which adds as mana, and then I have a huge health pool that then you take this into this. Adverse growth. 20% of damage taken recouped as mana. Another one? Wait, 41% recoup? And it's damage taken, not of hits, so this should work against dots, potentially helping me against the Burning Ground. Because I just start recouping my mana to compensate for it. And so then you go, how'd you get the points? I saved some points here on the 8% minion damage, 10% minion damage here. I took out the Entropic Incarnation, so I might have a problem with the minion Chaos Res after this, but I don't lose very much damage from this, so that's why I did it. And I have a Chaos Res minion Chaos Res Jewel, so I need one more then by taking this node out, but like maybe they're okay surviving chaos without the extra chaos. We'll see. They also don't need to be at full life like the old Git where we had renewal doing the double damage. But yeah, I took raw mana and I took adverse growth, and then we also have this mana blessing. So we're doing a lot of mana stuff now. So then when you look at it, 104 mana regen. Yesterday I was at like 70, and then I got to 77, and then I got to 90, and now we're at 104. I want to get 300, so imagine 3 times this number. And then now on top of this, I didn't even plan on this. This recoup just sounds really good. So when you take damage from a hit, oh, it is hits. Recoup causes you to recover an amount of the stated resource equal to a percentage of the damage you took over 8. So I'm imagining I get chunked, and then it starts recovering a gigantic amount, and maybe like I'm just getting hit that I could actually sustain when I'm taking damage. But it's only hits actually, not regen. I mean, not dots. So I would have to actually be getting hit. But I get hit a lot. Things come after me. They really attack me a lot. So I actually don't think I'm going to have an issue with that. And it sounds actually pretty nice to have some extra form of recovery. Especially, we're actually using this on the minions. Recoup damage taken as life for the minions. Yeah. Which this especially shows you how they like to be life in the current. We have the life regen and then the recoup as life, and there's even recoup life here, but you see how it's 15% of fizz, 15% of Ellie, and then it's not even counting the chaos. And then there was some other form of recoup on the tree as well, and like it's really trying to get some sustain, trying to get recovery in the current game is quite difficult. So yeah, I saw this also, like 6%. What? How is this 6, bro? 20 sounds insane. And then when you have even more mana, now you just could recoup, and then oh, it sounds so good, dude. Yeah. So big changes with the Eldritch Battery, building ES now, making ES valuable by turning it into mana, then being able to scale the mana and getting the regen and getting the recoup. This is looking really nice, because yeah, I want even more mana. Like, this is just the beginning. I started at like 1,000 mana, or 900 when I didn't scale it, when I wasn't really using it, and then I got it to 1,700, so we had like 3,300 life. Now when you add 3,800, what the heck? And then like my glove is poopy, my boots poopy, it's a hybrid. The glove, I don't even know, do we use a shield, bro? Because the shield, you get shield charge. That's good. And I linked my shield charge to life tap. And I mentioned the 6 links in the last vid, but I got a new 6 link. At level 90, your Hell Hound gets gets a 6 link, sorry. So I put Heavy Swing. So now he does the more melee fizz damage for his attack that bleeds. So his attack it was saying like, yeah, 10k and 1,800 on the top end for 5 seconds. So like 9k damage and bleeding, and it could do like 18k if the target's moving. It's insane, dude, at the top end. Yeah. 4,000 accuracy, level 29. Oh, it's so sick though. Doing this mana thing has been really cool, and I feel like there's still way more to go with it. Especially like people are already bringing up, oh, do you build ES on the gear? Do you just build mana? Do you just build light? Like, yeah, mana's good if it's more than the energy shield, obviously. like where you could go for a big ES, but then yeah, getting a big mana mod. But my point is getting a +2 plus the reses plus the attributes plus mana plus ES. Like you see how it starts to get, and then that's really about like just which one's higher. Is like mana or the energy shield, and then you have to basically do it based on how much is the flat amount plus how much is the increased versus the mana, and it's also price if you're trading, so just keep all that stuff in mind. I haven't anointed the Ami yet because I haven't gotten a really good Ami. Like I actually, we have currency, I just haven't spent too much because I like to, well, I'm just even trying stuff as we go. Like this Recoup, originally I thought it was gonna be all damage again. I forgot Recoup is just the hits, so I'm glad I caught it in the vid, because someone would have commented it, and they're still gonna comment it even though I caught it. They're like, eat that, it's just hits, bro. And it's like, it's not as good as I thought, but it's such a big number, and it's still good because the hit span, you imagine you just take a big hit of half your mana and now you're gonna recoup half of that. What? That sounds like so much regen, especially imagine when you have even more mana. This is gonna be insane. It's really nice. It sounds really nice. It could help for the degens, especially I'm imagining I'm fighting monsters, I get hit, then I'm recouping, and now the recoup being over 8 actually could be a benefit of it. Instead of it being 4 is kind of short, but 8 should maybe outlast those degens that come on death from the monsters, so then you can run right over them. This is new, I haven't fully, we're going to be playing it today, so you could tune into the stream and see how the progress went, how this all worked out. The main, I did play with the Eldritch Battery and the mana and the ES at the big mana pool, and it's been great having a mana flask. And then having, my goal first is hitting my amount of mana flask in a second of regen. So I'm already at 104 of 157. It's like, that's insane. 90 was good mana regen. 157, like, that's, yeah. Then 300, because I grabbed the regen shrine, and when you combined my life regen and my mana regen, it was 300. So I want 300 because it's like I'll have a permanent shrine on. But then I bet once I have 300 regen and I press the shrine, I'm going to have way more, because I'm going to have way more mana, way more life. Oh, and people keep asking about my Ascendancy. Bro, I can't do it, man. I failed the Sanctum. It's too hard. I haven't got the extra ones, so, I don't know. I haven't tried them. But it's starting to look good when we have mana and we could reserve our life and gain more mana or gain tons of spirits. So yeah, so then it still keeps your life being valuable based on being able to gain spirit and mana for it. Or you could even gain ES that turns into mana, but it's at a worse ratio, so you could get really tanky with these two, or you get the extra spirit. Technically, these two seem really strong because 25 life sounds kind of bad. Especially now that you make the energy shield into mana. This is how it actually just added up with the Ascendancy, but I don't even have it yet. And it's already looking pretty good without it. And then this will help me to beat the... I'm going to do the ultimatum, I think, because the Sanctum is honor and my defenses are not working. It's just really annoying. It's like my Flask don't do it. Yeah, anyways. Yeah, I'll probably... But yo, look at this. What the hell? It's all my extra waystones. Here's some more. Yeah, these are all 13 and under. Here's some more. And then I have these 14s and 15s. It's pretty nice. Progress been going well. And then yeah, I'm probably gonna do these ultimatums. Where's my 76 that I got? I don't have it. Rip. I found this bow. People were freaking out. Apparently it's T8 Fizz, T8 Fire, T7 Lightning, Leech Fizz as mana. Mana probably huge, by the way. Life per enemy killed as well? Dude, what? T8, 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 T7, open mod, and bow. Fires an additional arrow base. People were freaking out over this. It was actually crazy. Got that crazy bow. And then I sold a +7 staff. Cold spell staff +7 for with 50 cast speed for like 110x. It was crazy. It's actually insane. It's been going good though, and yeah, been enjoying the mana. Like I say, the energy shield, being able to actually get some recovery, because when I was doing life, I had 20 regen, and then I got it up to 40 with the vitality and some gear with regen, and then when I took off the regen gear, I was back down to 20, so me being up to 100, and then now the recoup, this is much nicer, but I still want more. I think of Stone Golem being like 150 regen, and like Vitality was like 150 regen, and then we would scale it up too, and you could get Golem buff effect and shit. Bro, we're struggling for recovery in PoE 2. It's crazy. But it's beginning. Big mana pool, dude. The big mana pool. Especially being able to actually... like the armor values, like I say, were so bad, so actually being able to get defenses like health out of energy shield from the gear. I was saying the other day earlier when I didn't realize all this stuff that imagine if you had a base with spirit instead of ES, but now like this is similar of like being able to get defense through ES by turning it into mana. This is sick because it's actually like getting life from the base basically, especially when the mana before life all damage. Like, this is crazy. This is actually so strong of Mind Over Matter and EB. And then first time really doing mana where we normally reserve all of it. This stuff is so cool. Well, thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. Hope you guys have enjoyed. I hope you like the mana variation of the build. Hope you guys have been enjoying the game, and hope you're looking forward to more updates. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out, and I'll see you guys in today's stream. Bye!